Hi, I got a question from Charlotte. Charlotte's planning a stay here at Wat Si Bunawang, and she suddenly realised that there were 8 precepts that our guests take, not the 5 that she thought she'd be going on. And so her question was whether or not the 8 precepts are only for her duration here at the temple, or if they're lifelong precepts. She says, it sounds a bit stupid because I think one doesn't take precepts and say goodbye to them after 1 month. I hope I don't offend you with the question, but it's important to me because I really can't live without my music. For 3 weeks or a month I can, but not my whole life. Okay, Charlotte's right. It's not such a stupid question, really. It's a good question, because precepts should be taken seriously. Now, the 5 precepts that are taken in Buddhism, these should, if we can, be practiced each and every day of our lives. Precept not to harm living beings, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false or harsh speech, and to refrain from intoxicants that lead to heedlessness. Because these particular precepts, they prevent us from doing harm to others, and they also prevent us from doing harm to ourselves, and so they are good, and in actual fact they should become a lifelong thing. The other 3 precepts, you find that normally they're taken when people stay in a Buddhist temple. If they're staying overnight, for instance, they tend to take the 8 precepts. Also on Buddha days, a lot of lay devotees take the 8 precepts on Buddha days. So the other 3 precepts, not to eat after midday. Monks have a tendency, they'll take 1 or 2 meals per day, and the rule is actually in place not to eat after midday, and so that rule we do apply here in the temple. We ask that our guests also refrain from eating after midday. No singing, dancing, listening to music, playing music. We got a guest here at the moment who's got a guitar and he's not allowed to play it, but he's doing okay. He's not gone bobo on us just yet. So, and then of course no beautifications, no decorating the body, no garlands, no perfumes, stuff like that. And the last one, of course, is no high and luxurious beds, which we don't have here anyway. I can guarantee you that they're not particularly luxurious. But these other 3 precepts that get added on during your temple stay, you'll actually find that these assist us in our meditation, insofar as we're not having to concern ourselves with, thinking about what am I going to have for dinner, for instance. Monks aren't even allowed to cook, so that takes a whole lot of pressure off of us. And so, but we're not worrying about what we need to eat. Am I going to go out and eat at a restaurant? Am I going to eat something here in the temple? These things are no longer necessary, and so it's not a distraction to my meditation practice. And it's the same with the Oi, CK, would you mind not doing? Sorry, the dog's scratching against my tripod. Oh, the joys. Yeah, excuse me. So here in the temple, all of our guests who come and stay in the temple, they dress in white clothing. The monks, of course, we're all wearing the orange robes. And so once again, it's very easy. I wake up in the morning and it's like, I don't have a problem with what I'm going to wear. I know what I'm going to wear. I'm going to put on a set of orange robes. Same for the people who come into the temple. And then, once again, no high and luxurious beds. Beds tend to store Zs in them. And we have a tendency, you know, if we have a nice comfortable looking bed, we're feeling a little bit, you know, tired perhaps, and it's very quick, you know, we can decide to lay down and have a bit of a sleep. And sleep, of course, isn't meditation. Sleeping is sleeping. And so these last 3 precepts, they're just taken, they help us in our meditation practice, and that's the reason that they're there. And so when a guest leaves the temple, we tend to place them on the 5 precepts. So we take them back down from the 8 onto the 5. So no, it's not a lifelong commitment, and you will in actual fact be able to go back to your music when you leave the temple. So I hope that answers your question and makes you feel a little bit happier. Alright, bye for now.